Why does LeBron James think the Thompson twins are special?
They different. They ain't like the rest of us. I've been able to do some things in my career, and those two guys, man, they're just pure athleticism. They love the game.
If LeBron thinks you are an athletic freak, you know you are in rarefied air. Standing at 6'7" with 7-foot wingspans and over 40-inch verticals, the Thompson twins are not just different, they have generational athleticism that has begun to get them buzz as potential NBA stars. Add in a maniac-like work ethic, and really, where is the ceiling? We're in just their second season, and on February 13th, the Twins' stats went viral. At that point, both were averaging exactly 14.6 points per game in February, while Amen was also contributing 8.1 rebounds and 7.4 assists a night, while AUSAR was shooting 69% from the field and playing 14 less minutes per game. Impressive, but here's the real question. What does a future superstar really look like? How can we spot a star before he takes the leap? The answer: success always leaves clues. So what's up, Mike here, and today we are looking at the futures of both Amen and AUSAR. Are they really NBA superstars to be? Well, let's first ask, why did Amen Thompson slightly attack Tyler Hero?
Hero and Amen Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches, and both teams red hot.
Guess that's what happens when someone's scoring, throwing dimes, doing the whole thing. So I get mad too.
Did his emotions get the best of him? Yes. But Amen is also someone who hates losing, and his relentless on-court effort shows this. As the number 4 pick of the 2023 draft, Amen was compared to Ja Morant by Bleacher Report, with many scouts saying Amen had the highest upside of any 2023 prospect not named Victor Wembanyama. This season, he's been filling the stat sheet with 13.7 points, 8.1 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.4 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. But what's most impressive is that he's doing all of this out of position. Before the NBA, Amen had played point guard his entire life, hence the Ja Morant comparison. The Rockets, though, had Fred VanVleet locked in at the 1 and Jalen Green locked in at the 2. So with vets in place, Amen accepted his role, has played 0 minutes at the point guard spot in his first 2 seasons, and over 30% of his minutes at power forward, still growing into a tremendous and ultra efficient player. And here's the kicker: he's doing so without a 3-point shot. How? Well, Amen still has a true shooting percentage of almost 60%, as he is shooting 75.5% from 0 to 3 feet, and he also already has 94 dunks. He has bypassed the need to be a shooter by just excelling at everything else. He's a backdoor lob threat. He's capable of running the point. He's capable of being the roll man. He's unstoppable in transition. The clues for his greatness are all over the place. He is already hyper efficient, ranking 27th in the NBA in win shares per 48 minutes, just 1 spot behind All-Star Jalen Williams and 1 spot ahead of All-Star Jaren Jackson Jr. Right now in Houston, among players who have played at least 500 minutes, Amen just ranks 6th in usage percentage. The Rockets have asked him to play a role, and he hasn't complained. He has dominated that role. If he can tighten up his handle and get his jump shot going, if he can lead an NBA offense, again, where is the ceiling for this man? Because history has shown us that some stars do take some time to develop. In recent NBA memory, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Giannis, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard all showed flashes of star potential early, then became legitimate stars later. Amen looks like he's on a similar path, especially because both twins in season 2 are already arguably defensive stars already, which is one of their biggest superstar selling points. Looking at Amen specifically, versatile disruptor is what comes to mind. Before we get into Amen's defense, if you are enjoying the content, it would be awesome if you could subscribe and turn on post notifications. Only if you're liking the video. Now, let's get into Amen's defense. Amen is averaging 1.3 blocks per game, the 18th most in the league this year, and the most by any wing, as his defensive instincts and fast twitch muscles have combined to wreak havoc. In a 5-game block against the Grizzlies this year, his first block came as a help defender on a jump shot.
Unbelievable basketball.
And Jalen now 4 for 4. This first 3, Thompson with a block from behind.
His third came as a one-on-one defender versus Ja Morant.
Shingun really has a knack for handling the basketball.
Morant this time.
Oh my goodness!
And then his fifth came as a help defender at the rim.
Swings it to Wells. Ducks in, goes by 3 defenders.
He's already blocked Bol. He's blocked Zach Edey. Amen is not just athletic, he uses his athleticism very well. Big difference. When guarding the ball, he's also an oversized pest, currently sitting in the 88th percentile in forcing turnovers, as he uses both his size and quickness to average 1.4 steals a game. Good for 18th in the league. Can you imagine if he does become a point guard? Now, his defensive get-in-your-faceness has led to some on-court heat, as Amen is also not afraid to get into it, like here versus Jeremy Sohan.
Man in the back.
And Thompson getting into it in the backcourt. And now those two have to be separated. This is becoming a regular thing now in games involving the Houston Rockets.
Which here, I'll say Sohan started that, but in this clip, it looks like Amen was taking his anger out on Maxi Kleber.
And man, Hardaway stepping in to protect his teammate. Amen Thompson. Kleber goes down. Hardaway immediately gets involved.
Poor Maxi. Do we describe this as a short fuse or old school defensive toughness? Off the ball, Amen is also special, averaging 3.3 deflections a game, 87th percentile in the league, and even his rim defense jumps off the charts. Opponents shoot minus 9.7% at the rim versus Amen compared to other players, which is in the 95th percentile in the league. This is a wing who is an aspiring point guard. Amen plays with an energy that lifts his team and leads to big results. With 2.7 offensive rebounds a game, good for 20th in the league, we cannot question his effort as he never turns it off. You can decide for yourself if this energy is too much at times. Personally, I love the fire. I think he just needs to harness it a bit, but looking at his brother, AUSAR Thompson has battled through injuries, which has left us with an incomplete picture, and with veterans such as Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik Beasley getting minutes ahead of AUSAR, his base stats do not look tremendous at first. Just like Amen, AUSAR was seen as an incredibly high upside prospect, and his recent success is leaving a lot of clues about his future. In his first 26 games this season, AUSAR averaged just 7.9 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per game. In his last 7 after healing, he has been a different player, averaging 14.6 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game in just 25.1 minutes a night. He has had to earn every minute he has gotten, and now that he's healthy, I think he deserves a lot more minutes. Per 36 minutes, AUSAR is averaging 16 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 2.8 steals a game. Those steals would be good for second in the entire NBA if he was qualified on that leaderboard. And just like his brother, AUSAR is already elite on defense. According to Crafted NBA, he is in the 99th percentile in deflections per game, 91st percentile in creating turnovers, 88th in rim defense, and 95th in defensive box score plus minus. He uses his athleticism well. He also has the defensive instincts and IQ needed to both read players and plays and ruin whatever they are trying to do with what I will call an athletic disturbance. AUSAR is also playing the position he's always wanted to play. Amen grew up wanting to play a point guard. AUSAR always wanted to be a wing player. And next to Cade Cunningham, AUSAR is almost the perfect fit. On top of his incredible defense, he's shooting 75.7% from 0 to 3 feet, and his playmaking has really began to show itself. From 1.5 assists per game to begin this year to 4.4 assists in his last 7 games is no accident. Pistons head coach JB Bickerstaff is giving him the ball more because he's seen AUSAR's potential, even saying he's an elite playmaker. Some of the passes he threw tonight, he's a special passer, but now you could see his confidence growing as he's finishing at the rim. This came after a 19 point, 7 assists, and 5 rebound performance against the Bulls, as in just 28 minutes. Let's watch as we think AUSAR is going to shoot off of this cut only.
Rolls, Buzelis helps, Thompson draws 2, kicks for Harris and a 3.
Then off of a lob from Cade,
Thompson still alive for Duran. What a play on an exclamation point type finish for Detroit.
2 very impressive passes, and without a jump shot. AUSAR makes defenses pay because he's so effective everywhere else. Just like Amen, he can ISO, he can run a pick and roll, he can be the pick and roll man, he can push in transition, or he can be the transition finisher. AUSAR is proving that without a great jump shot, he's still going to be a great player in this league. As for if he'll be a superstar without a jump shot, that is up for debate. Both twins though are known for their relentless work ethic, so we're going to see if they can improve in that way. Amen has already shown us he can. Finishing this video with Amen's progression, his jump shot has taken a noticeable leap up. Last season from 10 to 16 feet, Amen was bricking. He shot just 29.2% from that range, but this year his percentage has risen dramatically from that range up to 44.7%. Not amazing, but actually pretty good. His three-pointer still needs work. But again, Amen shot just 13.8% from three last year, which is of course historically bad. But now he is up to 25.4%. Not good, but a huge step forward. And on a Rockets team that is fighting to finish as high as second in the Western Conference, Amen has showed out against some of the league's top teams. 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists in a close loss in the Garden versus the Knicks. 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists in a 4-point win over the Cavs. And of course, a career high 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists versus the Celtics, where Amen also did this.
Now 4.3 to go. Thompson on Brown into the lane. Got the shot. Oh! 0.7 to go. Thompson gives the Rockets the lead.
True flashes of greatness, clues of future success. The Thompson twins truly look like they are up next. So there we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you never miss another video. If you're still here watching, you are awesome and we all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and peace.